Hello there peeps, this is Pokota the Aspie Gamer once again, and I'm going to be doing an update video and playing Touhou Shinpiroku, or Urban Legend in Limbo, in the background. For this, I'm going to play as Marisa Kirasame. So first things first, regarding what my life has been like since the last project, well, since the last project I did, I have since found work, in a sense. It's not a full-on job that I've found, but it's more, I work for a staffing agency. It's like, I get called in for work when they call me with work, offering work to do, for me to do, and I do get paid for it, but I can decline if I don't like it. I think it's good adjustment for getting used to working until I find an actual job. Regarding Christmas, I actually didn't get that many games this year, mostly because I didn't actually ask for more than one video game. The only one I asked for was Sonic Generation 3DS, and I've beaten that, and it's pretty fun. I also asked for a Touhou card game called Danmaku that I have checked out, and haven't been able to play it yet, but it looks very fun, and I think I actually want to do a video about it sometime, like get some of my friends together to play it, or something along those lines. For my sister, I got her a little Hello Sanrio My Melody keychain thing, where she was wearing a classic Amy Rose outfit. For Mom, I got her a teal scarf, and Dad, at Goodwill I found this figurine of, well, it's kind of too big to be called a figurine. It's more like a small statue of Obi-Wan from Episode 3 of Star Wars. The lightsaber was broken off, but I repaired it by using a blue craft stick. And so, they all loved my gifts. So yeah, Christmas went pretty well. And yeah, Christmas was very fun, and I enjoyed the gifts I got, and my family enjoyed the gifts I got them. So, changing subjects to projects for next year, since that's the only other thing I have left to talk about for this update video. Well, actually, there's two things, but we'll talk about the projects. Actually, I'll talk about the other thing next. So me and my friends have decided, we actually decided earlier this year, to start up a commentary channel called Melting Pot Commentaries. We're gonna start out as strictly a gaming channel, like the Game Grumps, but over time we'll try to venture into other things. Some of our more active projects early on are gonna be Sonic games and Mega Man games and things of the like. But we're gonna try and branch off from just basic stuff. It should be pretty interesting, so yeah. As for projects on my channel next year, originally next year my plan was, if I couldn't do Kirby Plant Robobot to close out 2016, then instead I would do it to start out the next year. However, that's since changed because my 3DS that had the capture card installed has had problems, and we haven't been able to fix them, unfortunately. So Kirby Planet Robobot will just have to wait until I can properly... until the 3DS gets fixed. Dad is working very hard on it, so I just have to be patient and wait. So instead of Kirby Planet Robobot to start out 2017, I'm instead going to be starting out 2017 with a game called Khimera Destroy All Monster Girls. It's a pretty fun Shovel Knight-esque game that parodies some of the tropes put up that Mega Man had. There's gonna be something special I'm doing for that project, but I'll go into it more in detail when it actually happens. Other than that, I'm planning to revisit Undertale for a bit because... for two things. One, I forgot to show off the secret bosses when I first played. Let's face it, I was drained of Undertale afterward when I finally got finished with it. But I do want to show off the 2 extra bosses, so I'll be doing that. And also, my thoughts on the game have changed to be more critical. I still think the game is fun and a good game, but I have a better understanding of what I consider its flaws and such, so I'd like to elaborate on that a bit. Other than that, I know that there's 2 other projects I'm going to be doing. 2 action RPGs. One called Chantelise that my friend Ouija gifted me a while back. And it's going to be I'm going to be doing co-commentary with him for that project. And another one called Gurumin, A Monstrous Adventure, which I played recently and really liked. That one kind of reminds me of Kirby in a way, with a serious story but cute visual approach it has. It's the kind of style that I like, basically. Other than that... there's the Halloween project this year, which will be, Corpse Party If, and I'm actually gonna do 3 Halloween projects this year. Corpse Party If, and the remake, If Past End, but that will not be a blind run, reason being, I had to verify that it was different enough to warrant a full-on playthrough. Different enough from the original to warrant a full-on playthrough, and it is. So that's going to be a full project, but it's not going to be blind like Corpse Party If is. And I'm also going to show off another game that is kind of similar to Corpse Party If, that it's not going to be a blind run for a different reason, just because I've already seen a playthrough of it in the past. It's called Corpse Party D2 Deaths of Despair. We'll go more into detail on that when Halloween comes around, or October comes around, which will not be for a while, but you get the idea. So it goes. And aside from that, I'm also going to be doing Sonic games with Pokota every now and then. The next one in the lineup will be Sonic 3, then I think I'll do Sonic CD, and then after that, Knuckles' of the Story in Sonic 3. As for when I get around to the 3D games, I'm not sure how I'll handle Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 3 on... 3. Okay, I messed that up. I meant to say I'm not sure I'm gonna handle Sonic Adventure 1. Sonic Adventure 2, I'll just play it normally. All the stories and such. Sonic Adventure 1, right now, my idea is that if I played it, I would want to only do Sonic and Super Sonic's story. I don't know if I'll stick to that, but we'll have to see. And then, of course, I plan to do the other 2D games in the series, such as Sonic Advance, Sonic Pocket Adventure, which I'll do before Sonic Advance. Overall, there's a lot left I have to do, that I plan to do. There's just hard to list it all in one video. There's something I can talk about that I hadn't had on my script. So, a few days after Christmas, I actually got from a friend a Nintendo 64 and a GameCube and a PlayStation Portable and a lot of games for each of them. A few games that I have played before on an emulator, namely in the Nintendo 64 department, but never really gotten the chance to play. But now I can play them on the actual hardware, and it invokes a certain feeling. Kind of like, I'd call it fake nostalgia. Because that's the best way I can describe it. It's not actually nostalgia, but you get the idea. And then there's a bunch of other games that I've heard about, but never really gotten the chance to try, and now that I have them, I have the chance to try them, and so I might do a project out of them. Such as Tales of Symphonia. I have 2 Final Fantasy games now, so I might as well try those. And I also got the GameCube version of Zelda Twilight Princess when I already had the Wii version. And I also got Wind Waker among those bunch. There's a whole bunch of other games I got from him, so I've got a lot to keep me busy, basically. And I am very happy about that. So, shifting gears back to projects I have planned. I am still planning to do the Kirby Perfect runs. It's just, I need to be in the right mindset to continue Kirby's Adventure. And the thing is, it seems like Kirby's Adventure and Kirby's Dream Land 2 are going to be the ones I might have the hardest time with. Solely because of, not because of strictly the difficulty of the games, but rather because of the controls, and that's why I say I have to be in the right mindset for Kirby's Adventure. Because when I tried to do Butter Building, no, not Butter Building, well, yes, actually Butter Building, but also Great Gardens, it wasn't the harder parts of the stage that were getting me, rather just the issues with difficulty that I was having. Or issues with control I was having that were causing me to get hit by enemies that I really shouldn't have gotten hit by and such. And so that got me frustrated, and so that's why I had to stop for a while. So I think I'll continue those sometime, but it depends. We'll have to see what happens. So, regarding some of my friends' projects, like not counting the Melting Pot commentaries, I already described that. Pokota is... I'm only saying this because I'm actually going to be present on some of these. Pokota's plan... Oh yeah! Also, I'll actually talk about it afterward. Pokota's actually been streaming, and I've been joining in on some of his streams. The two projects he's planning to do next year are Maniac Mansion, because I suggested it to him, and I'm going to be joining in for that. And also... what's it called? Gurumin A Monstrous Adventure, because I got him the PC version of the game this Christmas. And so, yeah, he's gonna be doing that, and that's gonna be fun to watch. Speaking of streaming, I've actually been taken to streaming on the Saturdays. I started with a blind run of Resident Evil come October, like as a secondary Halloween project to go along with Corpse Party, Blood Covered. And then and right now I'm actually doing Freedom Planet. In fact, tomorrow, as in considering this video is being recorded on Friday, tomorrow I'm going to be doing Milla's story, since I've done Tail and Lilac's story. Ouch. As for next year, I think to start out with my streaming projects next year, I'm going to be doing a blind run of the game Off, which, wow, nice job, me. Which, Mew has asked me to play time and time again. So, that should be pretty interesting. And then, yeah, actually I think I've covered all I want to cover. Ouch. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and finish off the story here. Let's see, will this finish you off? I don't think it will, but it'll put you in a bad spot. Yeah, you still got a bit to go. Ouch. That's, let's see. There we go! And ending doesn't matter. I know that Zun doesn't like the endings to official Toho games being shown in his videos, but... and even though I broke that rule on Lotus Land Story, I won't just show every ending in the Toho series, because why not? But, blah. So yeah, that was my update video. So to reiterate, next, to start out with on my YouTube channel next year, I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Khimera Destroy All Monster Girls, and on Twitch I'm going to be streaming every Saturday at 7 to 9 a blind run of the game Off. So yeah. With that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, well, and look forward to that coming soon. Bye ya!